Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, hello?
Hello?
Oh God.
Hello?
Sorry,
I can hear
sorry,
you. Your
I was
audio is a
muted.
wee bit yikes.
Receivable?
Can you hear me?
Can...
I think we're good now.
Good morning to you. How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right. Just hopped up on caffeine and donuts and missing you.
That's good to hear.
Seriously, I miss you so damn much. I feel
So touch-starved lately. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That's way too personal, and you're definitely my landlord.
Oh, it's all right. Hey, I'm a human being before I'm a landlord. Am I right? Despite what Twitter may think. Huh?
But how about you? I mean, I know you're super busy yesterday with account shuffling.
Yeah, well, shuffle's been the name of the game this week, with the extremely unfortunate layoffs. That's the world the company's living in, with the pandemic and all, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the world the world's living in. Pretty globally as it stands. You know, almost a half a year in.
Yeah.
Love it.
But hey, less people to tell to turn off their mics during the company virtual meetings, huh? Sorry for that mildly inappropriate
Joke. The US is the world's biggest joke right now. Canada's pretty bad, but
No, you don't have to tell me twice. Okay, testing is shit. Social distancing is shit. I mean, not by me, obviously. I have been quarantined to a T. My subpar lung capacity has made sure of that. And everything here is the worst case scenario.
absolute worst.
And I hate not knowing when I can see you.
I know.
But the thought of seeing you is really keeping me afloat. God, I can't wait to be in your
just can't
arms
wait to
again.
be working
I
back
can't
in the
wait
office
to leave
again.
the apartment in a low-stakes situation again.
Hey, listen.
Listen. You have been such a valuable
Partner to me. You've been there when
No one would fill a vacancy.
Yeah.
It's all good now with the repairs, but before.
I think we're losing track a bit.
Right. Look, this is impossible for me to say easily, but
when
with everything going on in the world
right now.
Well, it's a bit impossible to avoid unideal outcomes. And these past few months have been brutal for everyone, just really damn brutal. I know it's been that way for you with losing your job and most tangibly with the rent payments. I've been there. We've all been there. Look, I just wish there was a way to make us both happy in this.
I have searched for every way around it. No stone left unturned, no budget left unreviewed, but at the end of the day,
I love us. You are everything. But I think it's time
It's
for
it's
us
time to go our
separate
separate ways.
Right.
So
So
you're
you're kicking me out?
breaking up
You're
with
laying
me?
me off.
I would really prefer if you didn't see it that way.
It's a
pandemic.
pandemic.
You said a few months ago I was in line for a promotion.
I know this, but the last few months, you know that there have been changes.
So many other people here are doing much less than I am. My contribution to this company has been painfully tangible. Respectfully, of course, but
Is this like for a TikTok prank or something? Because I know you've been talking about how you want to make like TikToks eventually.
I do want to try my hand at TikTok, but this is not that. I'm sorry, but this distance is killing me, and honestly, the thought has been lingering for a while now, and so this just feels like the most organic time to do so.
This is an organic time for you? Like, we are in a global pandemic. This is the most inorganic moment of our lives. People are losing their jobs, getting
This is an
evicted
eviction.
from their homes.
Yes.
Like, we can't just break up.
Breakup is hardly comparable to someone losing their job or getting kicked out of their home. This being our problem here and now means that we're one of the lucky ones.
No, don't you. There are starving kids in Africa, me.
What?
You're doing the thing that parents do to kids when they voice a valid complaint, but you're too young to be taken seriously, so you just dismiss it with, there are starving kids in Africa. No, I'm not in Africa. This is America, unfortunately, okay? I am in America with my own problems, and I am allowed to react to them, okay? Like, we've been together for almost 3 years. I have been a great
Tenant, you know this. Factually, I've been on time with my payments pre-pandemic. I've never had a noise complaint. And those fixes you talked about, I did most of them. The faulty toilet handle, the ice maker, like a lot specifically. Seriously, people don't expect one when they move into apartments anyway, and what's the point of having one if it just stays broken?
I know. Look, I hear
you, and I see you.
But I need to get paid just as much as you do.
I cannot believe I'm hearing this.
I froze your rent for a bit.
Because of a fucking mandate.
I froze your rent.
You were going to make me
froze
pay
your
until
rent.
we got the mandate.
But think about it. What happens to things that are frozen? They thaw.
I understand basic science and metaphors, you actual
Fuck this, really. I mean, you are a phenomenal employee. We are lucky to have you.
Is that the end of the sentence?
I thought it was.
That was all present tense. You're such a phenomenal employee. We're so lucky to have you.
Yeah, that's all true.
I'm getting fired, so that makes me a past tense employee. I'm not trying to be smart about this, but if you're going to let me go, I would personally appreciate it if it was the proper letting go rhetoric, as to not make it seem like I have some sort of semblance of a job here. Please?
Don't be like that.
Don't be like somebody who's getting fired? I mean, personally, I would love that. But that's not up to me. That's up to you, isn't it?
It is a layoff, and it is plainly brass tacks. Accounts are withdrawing dozens upon dozens every day. I'm sorry, Bobby, I'm in a meeting, could you? Okay.
Is it the lack of intimacy? Is that it? Because trust me, I get it. I am a Pisces sun, Cancer moon. Human touch is like drinking water to me. I am parched.
No, it's not the intimacy. I mean, we are open after all.
Well, I know. I just mean with the social distancing and the lack of sex with each other, much less other people. Wait, are you sleeping with other people during a pandemic?
I have not. No. It was once.
Oh my God.
They tested negative for COVID. I tested negative for COVID. I went on my way quarantining after, and so did they.
What were their pronouns?
He, him.
Okay. Oh, so by they, you mean you slept with a couple who had themselves to sleep with during a time of social distancing, but wanted a third as like a treat?
Canada's a little bit different with everything. I mean, we have testing readily available.
Breaks up with me because of distance while not social distancing.
Unlike other places. USA.
I'm a human being with running blood and electrolytes and skin that gets cold when it gets thrown out in the street.
I don't want to do this.
Then you could literally not do this.
This isn't easy for me, okay? I know, I'm just the big bad landlord in your eyes, but I thought about this long and hard. Your grace period wasn't a grace period for me, unfortunately.
I told you my situation. I alerted you ahead of time that I wouldn't be able to cover this month, and you said we could work it out.
And that was the idea. But I'm doing no one in this situation a favour by dragging this on. I mean, the landlord subreddit has been on fire lately with this conversation, and more or less everyone agrees that with all the equivocality of income-tenant flow, might as well stop the bleed before everyone bleeds out.
I am a huge proponent of you not using any more metaphors for the duration of this call. They are not conducive to anything. And are you seriously kicking me out because landlord Reddit told you to?
Did or did your roommate not move out?
She did.
Because she lost her job and couldn't keep up with the rent. Yeah?
Yes, but her parents live a city away.
Are you employed?
I got laid off. You know this, god damn it.
Can you or can you not pay your rent this month? Can you or can you not pay your rent this month?
Okay, I'm looking hard. I am. Okay, I just started a LinkedIn premium trial and everything. Please.
I'm sorry. I wish I could
accommodate you.
Your whole job is supposed to be accommodation.
I know you worked hard here. I've seen you grow in this job. I've watched how you put your heart into everything you did here. I saw all of this. I saw and see you. This is where we're at.
You saw all of that. You saw everything I did.
Everything.
Why was I paid less than Peter?
I'm sorry?
We started at roughly the same time. We were both just as green to this company. We had on par schooling, and yet off the bat, he was getting paid more than me.
This doesn't feel like a helpful conversation.
He's been reported to HR multiple times for misconduct.
He has more client loyalty.
Because you give him more clients.
His place in the company has nothing to do with yours.
Yeah, well, he also has a place at your weekly D&D campaign. I know about that, and I know things about D&D. I could have been invited too. I mean, I just casted deploy candor.
I implore you to take this as impersonally as possible.
I think you made it personal when you said that you saw me and then proceeded to let me go. And I'm not gonna lie, that really
fucking hurts that you're leaving me over a fucking video call.
You're acting like there's an alternative.
Yeah, the alternative is that you could talk to me about why you're breaking up with me and ditch the vagaries.
I don't want to hurt you any more than I already am, but you can't say you didn't see this coming.
Did I look like I saw this coming when we started the call?
I haven't seen you, touched you in half a year.
Yeah, well, you have other people to touch, apparently.
The border's been closed for who knows how long. And more than that, last time I visited, we ate at each other constantly.
Because we put a ton of weight on these visits being perfect, that we set ourselves up to not even be human. And it boiled over. And then we made up. And then you set back up to Canada and set to visit again in 3 months. And then boom, Miss Rona decided to join the fucking chat.
My brother's wife's second cousin died yesterday from complications.
Wow, I'm really sorry to hear that.
I didn't know him, but I thought about it all day. How real this all is. I wanted to talk to you about it during our daily call, but all you wanted to talk about was how much you missed me, how much you wished all this virus stuff would go away, how grim this year is. I indulged you because I miss you too, but the more you went on, the more I felt like telling you was pointless because ultimately there's nothing you could actionably do that would make any of our realities better. I love your words. I love hearing you talk, but I don't think we're really talking about anything but our loneliness anymore. I hate everything about this year, but I think this virus might have secretly been a blessing in disguise. I think it was necessary to see how numb we could grow out of each other.
Words cannot describe how sorry I am for your loss.
It's okay. Thank you.
And I am at a loss for words for how stunned I am that you are gaslighting me for variables I can't control. I know
I'm just...
it takes two to contribute to a relationship, and I'm sorry for whatever I did to make you feel bad, for unloading too much of the bleak and not enough hope, I guess. And I get the distance must have been extremely hard for you. So hard that you're literally off sleeping with other people while I'm isolating for the world's sake. But you just used a relative you haven't met that just died to Corona and went on to thank Corona in the same breath for your inability to communicate how you were feeling.
Listen,
I've been alone for half a year. I have asthma. I have chronic bronchitis. I am unable to navigate this thing easily. So my life has been here, alone. I've seen friends lose jobs, uprooted from their homes. People I love tear gassed and beaten at protests. Like people I know die who can't have their loved ones at their funerals. I don't think people are meant to handle this much information and tragedy at the same time. I really don't. So I tried to mitigate some of the overload by talking to the person I love, the person who stops me from being alone a fraction of the time. And you're not my therapist. I know that. And I didn't mean to get us wrapped up in some sort of trauma bonding pact. But you are breaking this connection because it's the most convenient way for you to gain back the control this year took from you. It's about me, but it's not about me at the same time. Because if it were about me, about the mutual investment that makes up a relationship, you would have talked to me about how you were feeling. At any point. You indulged me? Indulging me would have looked like you being honest, that you were feeling tired or scared or angry or whatever a pandemic makes you fucking feel. Like, none of what's happening right now makes sense. And maybe if we were honest that none of us know how to do this, people would still have jobs and homes and connections to people we love because there would be space to figure it out together and none of this bullshit. Yeah. When I look back on the pleasantries and now, I can see that you were holding back at times, but like, I guess a part of me just thought that you'll let me in when you're ready, on your terms. Maybe we're both selfish for that. God, but, at the end of the day, do you know how much it would have meant to me if we would have talked it out together? And realized, like, we weren't right for each other. Not even to talk you out of it, just to be able to see the cracks together, be open about it all, to be able to sleep on it and wake up and agree that we're better apart. Or not agree and break up anyway, but it would have meant so much to me in the long run.
I was alone for half a year. You were lonely for half a year. I think I just realized that I didn't see the point in being talked out of it. I really hope
you can understand.
I really hope that you can see where I'm coming from.
You're a landlord evicting a tenant in the middle of a global virus. You are as worthless as the pre-cum in a ketchup bottle.
And there goes your deposit.
Well, have a good rest of your morning. Tell Peter I said congrats.
Can I call you later after you've had some time to recollect?
God, how do you leave this fuck